Okay, hey collective. We're not gonna be in this energy too long. I just got this download. Like somebody got baby trapped. Um, so what had happened was either someone was on the pill, and somebody got like comfortable and they noticed it, and so they was like, okay, shh. I'm not gonna say nothing, but I'm gonna just, and I'm getting the shh energy from this over here. They were on this secret agenda of their own. Oh my gosh, because I never put that one card away from the other reading. So, and I just happened to see it. Yeah, somebody maybe you distance yourself from already. They're going to be trying to come back around, maybe around Mercury retrograde, and see if they can get you to make a commitment to them and move back in with them or something like that. But this person baby trapped you. This person purposely knew that. So this person either told you they were taking a morning after pill and never took it. This person either told you they were on birth control and they weren't, or they stopped taking it. Or this person, because here's the thing, if this person was taking birth control and it was like a daily thing, or, that's the only thing you can kind of miss, right? Is the daily one. I mean, I haven't had a lot of them, but I think that's the one you take every day, right? So that's the only way you could miss it. So if it was one of those incidences where they're like, oh, I missed it, they would have known to take the morning after pill. I'm only telling you this because, and that's why Suki Hana's picture is on here, because that's good. That thing is good for like 72 hours. Like if you forgot it and didn't realize till the weekend, if we did it on Wednesday, you didn't realize till the weekend, you could still take it. And I listen, Linda, listen. You can take it after that too. Like it will, look, I can't even make this up. It will not get, you will not get pregnant. Like that's just how that thing works. Like you can take it up, I think up to 7 days. Like I've been like down to the wire on some stuff too, so I'm just here to confirm you can take it, but yeah, somebody lied to you. Baby trap. This person purpose. Look, I don't have to make anything up. I would just rather not being called to the table for some dumb stuff. Like, why are you messing with broads that, work like that? Like, get down like that. Like, that was a trap. That's all I keep hearing is it was a trap. It was a trap. It was a trap. Yes, it was a trap. Correct. You are on the money. Secret agenda. Kept you in the dark because they saw you was going somewhere. Oh, where are you going? I want to go too. I know for a fact that doesn't keep a man though, because it's like, I mean, unless they're not really, fully evolved and wanting to, really live their life. Like that is a baby trap. That's why it's called that. It is a trap. If you stay in it, then you're stuck in it. Don't let that be the reason, because then you're teaching your kid, like you're living in the wrong energy. You're teaching your child to go ahead and be with people just because that you got yourself in this situation. And that's not necessarily true, because then you never really, you never really feel happy about what you're doing, because if this isn't someone that you wanted to be with in the first place and didn't want to have children with in the first place, and we're trusting that they were being honest with you, that's the other part, that dishonesty. Man, why do you want to stay with someone who's going to be sneaky, and what else they gonna do next? Who else knows what else they did in the past? What other things you might have even, I'm getting some energy of you heard other people tell you about, or some of your other business got out, was because of this person. Stirring the pot is what I hear. This baby trap. What's this about? Yeah. Maybe they burned their bridges with you. Maybe that's what you're realizing now. I hope so. I hope so, homie. Because I don't know what the hell. But, he was drinking. I don't know what was happening there. Yeah, them lying to you should have broken your trust and burned them bridges. Burn that whole thing up. Because once you light one of them, they all liable to catch on fire. I'm just saying, if you got somebody on your... yeah, that's lack of boundaries. If you don't, you got to have boundaries with that person. Because that person doesn't love you, care about you, and they're going to feed the wrong information in your union. Because look what they did with it from the start. Like, if they in there lying now, you need to set boundaries with this person. Maybe you're not, because you feel like they feel resentful and competitive and discontent. Or it's like, it's something like they're trying to send that to you. or maybe it was like, oh, well, I only did it because I didn't think that. And it's like, well, why would you think that this would, like that doesn't show me either. So maybe that's what you're realizing too. Maybe they didn't think you had those type of boundaries. Maybe they think that you don't. Maybe they think you don't. Maybe they feel like they can go ahead and be disrespectful and do whatever they want. And you ain't gonna, stand your ground. Ooh. Yeah. And maybe that energy has got you running too. Maybe you're kind of using that. You could even be using that as an escape or as a denial, as an excuse to not have boundaries with this person. That's not appropriate. Because the baby's not, like, unless the baby is here, and then when the baby is here, you deal with the baby, not the feminine energy. I can't stress that enough. People get so wrapped up in trying to have a perfect co-parenting relationship. There's no such thing. That's a waste of time. In my honest opinion, it's a waste of time, especially with someone that's already been a liar. Like, would you normally just attach yourself with a liar? So why would you do it now? Do you need to have the person involved with you to have a relationship with the child? No, the child is a separate whole being. So there is no reason to communicate. I was even telling somebody the other day, because I used to work for CPS and I would read the CPS cases, and they even had a setup back then where if they shared custody, so basically if you go through the courts to get shared custody and you'd want your child to be picked up and dropped off, where you don't want to have any contact with the other parent, not to say that it's like that extreme or anything like that. They had it to the point to where the parent with the child would show up at the location, bring the child in, and then they would go through and go out a different door entirely to leave. So there was no opportunity for the two parents to even meet up. I'm not saying that it's that extreme or anything like that. But when you have someone that's been sitting around you, longing to be with you for a long time, if you leave a window open, they're always going to feel like they can jump back through. I'm telling you this from past experience. You don't know what your ex is thinking until you know what your ex is thinking. And it's going to bring you chaos when you keep would you keep any other ex? Okay. So you don't have to keep a relationship. You have to keep maybe communication about when she goes into labor, right? That's the communication. Or, now that the baby is here, you probably have to get attorneys involved. Get that child support order, get everything written up, get it all in writing. Have a mediator, because you don't want to be, because you want to be nurturing to your child. You don't want to be spending time wasting energy, drowning, right over here with this other person. You get in over your head with somebody that's longing for you. That's not a good move. That's not a good look. Look, that envy keeps coming back out. This person is real envious. I mean, I would at all costs. That's what ruins people's lives, is them trying to have these. You see all these different stories about too, when people leave the baby daddy or the baby mama or the ex-wife or whatever, they go crazy. On both sides too, feminine too. Like, if this is the opposite of that, and like feminine energy, you're realizing that your person is a liar, and they baby trapped you. They took it off while y'all, because that could be the case. That could be the chaos too. I've had a motherfucker me. I didn't have no babies, but it's just the point. Like, what else could I have gotten? That was my, problem too. Like, what else could go wrong? You know what I mean? Like, when people show you who they are, believe them. If they shady, they shady. If they did it once, they'll do it again. Ain't no doubt. Ain't no doubt. That needs to be with the child. The nurturing relationship needs to be with the child only. That person will bring you down just like they already did by not respecting you, by lying to you. This person probably laughs at these communications. Like, oh, I'm the baby mama, and that's so nasty. That's so low. That's what they're hopeful of. Look, this is a karmic. Whomever this person is that you got pregnant is a karmic. That's what they're hoping, that they can play that like karmic game. Like, well, I got his baby, so I'll always, all of that. I'm 45. I have 3 children. Okay? I already know better. Because people will, if you got your thrills, like, if they will always think that. They will always think that some way, some shape, form, or something, because you're still communicating with them. You know, even if you're telling them all about what you're doing next and you're being honest and they're being supportive, it's a game to them. They feel like, oh, okay, I know what you up to. I know what to press on. Let's see how much more of their time I can waste. Much more of their life I can take. I'm not going to be much longer in this. Yep. They feel like, listen, what's that boy? This young man, and I'm not saying that this young man is right. And he was dealing with this girl that everybody calls Nikki Baby or whoever. I think that's who it is. Leangelo, I don't know. And I think Nikki Baby comes up on my stuff because she was on probably one of those housewives realities or whatever. One of the reality shows or something that I would watch, I'm sure. But yeah, Leangelo. Yeah. So I'm not saying that like his response, well, I can't say that his response wasn't appropriate because number one, I didn't see him, you know, I'm just intuitive, but I didn't see him really wanting to be in that relationship. I think that he felt like it was a comfortable situation. Maybe he was doing his own little, you know, let's see where this can get me. She's cool kind of energy. You know, men don't necessarily always feel the same way about having children, you know. But he feels like, you know, and I respect that. Like he came out and said, no, I didn't leave my kids. I left her. Yes, the kids stay with her. Like, well, I'm supposed to just stay there and watch them and look at her and watch them. What the, you know what I mean? Like that's psychopath energy. That's because she's still lusting over him, which clearly isn't, you know, I get it. I understand her position too. But I can say what's best for them is that they split up. And what's best for her is that she doesn't take him back. Do you see what I'm saying? Because you have to be in a healthy relationship for it to even be the thing. You can't be in these lusties like, what? How can I trap him? Let me lie here and lie there and just face the consequences later. Like, oh, let me not ask permission. Let me not talk to him about what I'm really, you know, what's concerning me. Because that's all they're going to do. They're going to continue to try to manipulate and lie and bring chaos and do things that make you feel like you're connected to a psychopath because it's abusive, it's conniving, and it's unpredictable. In a place where you felt as though you could be calm and trusting and, you know, that you had a mutual understanding that y'all was both, you know, in all honesty, it feels like too, this person probably messed themselves up because it's like, if they would have probably not have done that, then you probably would have been able to move forward with them. Because you wanted to, like, everybody has to prove themselves, right? Everybody has to prove that, right? That they're that stand-up guy, right? And while you're sitting here proving it by being honest to this person that you didn't want this, that, and the other, this person is steadily pressing upon you by tricking you. That's, ooh. It's not even, ooh. And it's one thing to tell someone, like, this is what I want from the jump. It's another thing to, like, well, I'm going to get what I want and then talk to them about it later when I have to let them know kind of thing. Yeah. Yeah. This clingy card fell right on that. They'll be back. So anticipate, you know, that this person may attempt, but it looks like you're going to block them, which I think is great. I don't think that, again, if this person is still pregnant, because that person is pregnant. This feminine energy here is pregnant. If this person is still pregnant, hold on, my batteries. Woo. Then yeah. And that's the energy that I got. Like the person, I don't know how far along this person is. Maybe 3 months, 6 months. I'd say, in all honesty, bring yourself some harmony. Distance yourself from this person. Try to get that paternity test done early on, so you can just know what you need to prepare for. Like, get stuff, you know, in motion. Okay, let's go ahead and start talking about, you know, child support and, you know, when I'll show, you know, call me and I'll be at the hospital. You know, those kind of things. Like, make some solid plans for where you want to be present. Don't let this person control this situation, because that's exactly what they already did. And I get it. Like, yeah, you know, I could have put something on. Yeah, I get it too. But when somebody's a liar and they tricked you, that's different. Anything else? Said I wasn't going to do maybe more than like 20 minutes on this. Oh, Lord. Yep, those are the consequences. And also get like divine masculine, that's the consequence for you too, is that you'll have to face the fact that they may come back around trying to communicate, and you may have to figure out how to deal with that. You know, old exes, old dead relationships, old ways. You may be faced with like just having to stand in your, you know, are you going to suffer in silence? Are you going to just, you know, sit there and look out the door when you show up, like kind of energy? You can't, I don't think that's the best. I mean, yeah, maybe you're exhausted too. Ooh, yeah, because from suffering in silence. That's what I'm saying. If you are suffering in silence right now, go get the paternity test. Then you have some peace and calm that you don't need to get later after bonding with a child that may or may not be yours. I said that in my other reading. In addition to that, and even though it's invasive, it's not, you know, it's not hurtful. It's just invasive. That's all it is. Yeah, that's all it is. It's just because the way it goes into the body. It's not anything that's going to like hurt the person or the baby. You know, they're protected. Look, that's all I did was, you know, don't stress yourself out. They're protected. It's not asking too much either. Yep. It's not asking too much. You leave yourself trapped in that mental prison. 1616. When I said prison, mental prison. Yeah. Yeah, it's not a laughing matter. It's not a laughing matter. No, it's not a laughing matter. Yeah. It's not, but the best way to like handle it, you know, is to get ahead of it. That's what I be always saying. Like that was the one thing that I was told to do. Like either you get ahead of it or you get rid of it. And if you don't have the desire or the control to get rid of it, then you have to get ahead of it, right? Because for me, it was like getting ahead of someone I was attached to. Again, you know, same scenario, different type of, you know, it was, you know what I mean? Same scenario as far as being with somebody that you were, you know, trusting and loving and, you know, maybe even thinking there could possibly be a future with. But, you know, if it's a lying energy, no matter what, whoever it is, if a liar is a liar, just like a thief is a thief is a thief. If you seen your mama steal something when you was a kid, what makes you think she ain't gonna steal from you? I'm just saying, and I know I'm putting that as a mama thing because we're talking about, you know, somebody who's been to be somebody's mama. So you see how easily this person might lie to your child. As you know, as time progresses, if they, you know, if you don't get ahead of this, you have to be in control of this, and that's the way you do it. You know, you know, this person may not even understand how to defeat themselves in this situation because they only sit in this longing energy and envy. So they are not able to think straight anyway. So it's probably in your best interest to make sure that you have whatever control you would like to have in this circumstance. If you're like, no, I just want to do, you know, the normal thing where it's like, okay, we alternate holidays and, you know, when they get school age, you know, school and stuff like that. But as a baby, as an infant, you can rock and roll with that because that's your life. You get to be single dad, right? As much or as little as you like, right? You can say, okay, I'll come and I'll make sure I spend at least, you know, yeah, this person is a narcissist, whoever this is. And you better make sure you don't let your ego get in your way. Thinking like, oh, no, I know. Did you? Did you see this one coming? Because if you did, then it's not a problem. Which clearly is not a problem. It is a child, but it's not something that you were planning for or wanted, and it was a trap. Yeah. What is this? Oh yeah, they're hopeful that they can. Oh yeah, they're hopeful that you don't hear or get any advice from anybody that puts you into an informative status where you decide to take things in your own hand. Like where you decide to say, okay, let me get everything going on my end. They want to be able to present something after the fact. So that's why I'm telling you, get ahead of this. They want to wait until they can see more money is what I'm hearing or something like that. And then pursue it. Or they want to like, I don't know if you've been giving this person money. And honestly, if you've been giving this person money, you should stop. You should make note of all of that just in case they bring it up and say, well, you know, that might even, it could work in your favor one way or the other. Like, I don't see it being a bad thing, but this person is hoping like nobody, like, I don't know, maybe this person like already went and spread the rumor about this and the gossip, and is hoping, now they're hoping like, oh, because this person is not a good person. Like, this is person who doesn't think. You know, if this person is going and telling everybody about this, and you and this person hadn't come to any agreement that you were ready to even communicate that, that's messed up. You know, they, again, or maybe your hope, maybe, I don't know, maybe maybe you know that's not your baby. Maybe you know this person gets around, and this person spread this rumor about you, and they're hoping that, you know, it messes up whatever you got going on, and you feel like this is not a laughing matter, because this kind of, you know, this kind of stuff is not cool. Like, I don't know, it could be several things, because some ways I'm feeling like for some of you guys, it's not your baby. It's not your baby. For somebody else, I'm feeling like you got trapped. If it is your baby, that was definitely a trap. That was definitely a trap. They, any way, shape, or form, are like, oh, I missed the pill. Okay, so you go get another pill called the morning after pill, and you take it. Sukihana showed everybody. And that's what I'm saying. This is a karmic. Sukihana in that instance was a raw dog female. I honestly believe the only reason why she went online to do that was because somebody with her had a slip up, and they wanted like confirmation outwardly in the public that she had done what she was supposed to do. That's how I feel about it. That's just my personal take on what I saw that day. I was like, why would she do that? I was like, it didn't hit for a while though, until I saw like more like who she was dealing with. I was like, oh, okay. I didn't know about her like having OnlyFans, doing like all this other stuff, you know. But in that moment, she was keeping to her word of not getting pregnant. So this person didn't do that, or wouldn't have done that, or didn't do it, whatever. So you better get ahead of this little liar and karmic, striptease karmic. Because I don't feel like this person has anything going for them except what they got in that oven. Like, that pregnancy is the only thing that they had planned on. Don't be salty, divine masculine. Don't be salty. This is not the time for that. You got to go take care of this business. You been out there procrastinations. Like, I want this harmony so bad. It's yours, though. It is. You just got to take all the steps, you know. And I can't. Who am I wanting to talk? I've been procrastinating like a mug on, you know, just various little things. Like, you know, I'm not gonna do any ab exercises today. And I am gonna eat ice cream. So, you know, it is what it is. Oh yeah. Okay, I get maybe divine masculine. Your energy is given, like, you're hopeful that, you know, you can put it into this chaos here, you know, that you can put it into this chaos from this little love affair that you were having. Yeah, you're feeling trapped. Get over it. It is what it is. Life goes on. I mean, obviously, right? Every second, every minute, every day. So you need to do that too. Yeah. Ooh. Ooh, is this that person's energy? Maybe they're trying to push you into some type of narcissistic energy where you just want to go party and stuff because you feel trapped. So they want to push you into some antisocial energy where you don't want to be around people or whatever, because you don't want to deal with all the little rumors and nosy gossip over here, right? And so as a result, then you're going to, you know, decide, okay, flip the script, I'm going to want to go out. Because then that's going to put you in this narcissist energy with this person that you burn bridges with. And you might slip back up into this no boundaries where you get messed up again. I would stay away from this nightlife energy. Especially when you're looking for the universe to give you, you know, the hand, as I like to call it, over karmics. When you 24 on the clock, when you're trying to get the hand, yeah. And being to yourself is not a bad thing, because then you can use that time. Like, that's when you transmute this energy. So then you use that time to, you know, find out where you can get the, you know, the early pregnancy or the early DNA test done, or, you know, talk to a few attorneys about, you know, best plans. It was 24, right? 24 on the clock, yeah. Angels are shining a light of harmony on you and your personal relationships. Any conflicts are now being resolved. All right, I gotta go, yo. I told you. You better listen to me. Distance yourself from this wild one. All right? I'll catch you on the next. Later.